Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps SRE DevSecOps coach.
Okay, so today I'm going to teach you Datadog. Okay, so question is what is Datadog? So Datadog is basically observability platform. Okay, observability platform. Now, when I say observability, earlier we used to call it monitoring platform. You want to monitor your full production environment, and for that you have you know uh, some tools, and we used to call it monitoring, but nowadays we call it observability. So now the question is why, I mean how it is, I mean why we call it observability. So let me tell you here. In the monitoring, we used to collect the data which is called matrices most of the time. Okay? But in observability, we collect the data which is like matrices, which you and then trace and then logs. Three information we collect actually. Matrices means let's say CPU, RAM, disk, number of total traffic on Apache, error rate. These are the matrices. Trace means the if you access your any website, any customers are accessing website, and then response time which you have it, that's called tracing. That means how much time you have spent in order to access the website and all that things. And the logs, I think you understand that. So nowadays what we do, we collect matrices, we collect the trace, and we collect the logs, and then put it together, and that's become observability. And after that, putting it together, we do the exploration. We explore the data. Okay, and then after that exploring, you study the data whatever you got it, and then you create alerts, and then followed by dashboard. So this whole process, we call it observability. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. So now the question is, how do we collect the matrices? Okay, how do we collect the matrices? So let me show you in a simple way. So here I go and create a one box just for this demo. So Datadog and 20, and I'll go for medium size, and here keys. I'm opening few ports as such here. 8 GB is sufficient, one machine is sufficient to launch. So one machine I created, and then let me access these machines. Here it is. And now let me log into this machine which I want to log into. Have keys. Let me locate the ppk file and open. Username is Ubuntu by default, so it will take few minutes of time, and restart the session. Username is Ubuntu. Enter. And let me input the view and 12 bold. Okay, done. And I'll become a root. This is the new machines. And now the question was, how can we collect the matrices? So you can collect the matrices many ways. Just a second, let me hold on a second. Just give me a few seconds. Yeah, so you can collect the matrices many ways. How can we do that? So see here, I'll go to Datadog. I've created one account and I'm using, in fact, one of my student created. So see here, Try to understand this part. It's very simple. Datadog is very simple in that case. So if you see
Is it a
here,
free? Is it a freeware or no? It's a paid tool.
you are not able to see the screen.
Yeah, is this Datadog is a freeware or no? We can try it out, or is it a paid tool?
Okay, it's a for limited one. It's a free, but if you go for using the large part of infrastructure, then it's paid. So for you, it's for learning, it's free. But
Okay,
when you start using it, then it'll become a trial is available. So this is a trial account. You see here, trial account.
right. Okay, okay. Thank you.
So last session someone created, I'm using that one only. So here if you see, this is very simple. This is infrastructure, means metrics, you get it. And this is application performance management. Here you get a trace. And here you have a logs. Okay. Matrices, you can explore it here. Exploration is done here. And synthetic monitoring you can do here. Alerting, this is the alert, and this is the dashboard. That's all. And these are the things which you need to know. So now let me go and add the data. So how do we get started? So I'll go to the infrastructure, and little bit of UI got changed. So you go down here. Okay. Little bit of UI change. So integration, click on the agent. Okay. So what I'm doing basically, and just try to understand this way. Datadog is a cloud-based tool. Okay. Datadog is a cloud-based tool. So now anything which you want to monitor, let's say Linux or application or whatever it is. So certain agent required here, and this agent will collect the data from that and then send to Datadog. And you as a monitoring guy or observability guy, explore, alert and dashboard here. Okay, so why I created this machine? Because Datadog, this is the website, is a cloud-based website. But I need to install the agent in this machine. So this machine's information, it can be sent to Datadog. So now if you see that here, I don't think so I have to tell you. The agents can be installed in a various platform. Here, I have Ubuntu. So I'm installing it. This is web script, they'll give it to you. Select the keys and finally copy this code. And you should read this. All this is a knowledgeable stuff. This is web script, run it. Done. So you are installing just one copy paste operation and you're installing the agent in Linux box. Now this agent will, collect the basic metrics by the way, like CPU, RAM, and all kind of things. So let's wait for it.
And the metrics will be like every 1 minute or 5 minutes, something like that.
So agent is configured for I think every 15 second I guess. Depends. You can reduce this time. Default, if I recall correctly, it is 15 second, but you need to check in the configuration file.
Okay, okay.
So I'm installing the agent. It was just web script. It will install and start running. Almost done. So you see that agent is installed. Some you should not ignore all this thing. Here you have a start stop command, and this is the file which is most important for the agent configurations. So this is the agent which got installed. If you see, if you see that, it should be running actually. Yeah, it's running. Now, as I said, this file is very important. You should not forget Datadog YAML. This is the YAML file, and here all the configurations are required, whatever you have. So now I have installed it, it's running, so it will send that basic monitoring. So go to this infrastructure, click on the host here, and just wait for a few seconds. There's some refresh issues. So now see here, zero host, and should be coming with one. It'll take, because it's our first time installation, right? It'll take some time. Okay, so now it should come.
So we need to enable host or IP address in the agent.
Now agent will start running, and this will send the basic data, which is like CPU, RAM, disk, and all kind of things. So just wait for a second. I mean, by that time it should come automatically, but maybe it's taking time. Okay, so I want to show you, then only we can proceed further.
The agent will start sending the data from the API key, from the API key to the Datadog.
Right, they're using API keys for it. So it's running. I saw that system CPU status Datadog agent. These are the commands. Okay, Datadog agent and status. This is the command, and if there's some problem, you'll get it. But it's okay, fine now, no problem here. Meanwhile, it is coming. I'll show you that hell lot of tutorials I've written on Datadog, hell lot of it. For example, right now I'm showing you Datadog Linux, correct? So put the Linux and see that a lot of tutorials. This is Linux, Windows. Yeah, here this one. Datadog Apache. Step by step tutorial you have here. Here it is. MySQL. So a lot of tutorials I have written, because integrations, Datadog supports more than 600 integrations. That means Datadog you can monitor the 600 uh, platforms. So like that. Okay, let me refresh. By now it should come, and here it is. This is the machine. Now if you see that here, this machine, whatever I'm using in the window Linux, see here all the matrices you have here, and process is not enabled. I have not enabled it, so just wait for it. And trace is not also not enabled. Logs is also not enabled. Only the matrices are enabled. Containers will be enabled only after that, once you install the process monitoring and Docker, so that we can also do that. So process monitoring, how can we do that? So any changes, if you want to do that, you have to modify this YAML file. Though I remember that, but tutorials, you can check a lot of tutorials on the Google, and in fact debugschool you have it actually. So here I'm going to modify this process config, process config, enter, here it is. And now I'm going to enable this, and here it should be true. Now you might not remember all this configuration. For that, recording is there, and video, my tutorial is also there. Now we have to restart this system. See here, restart Datadog agent. and then check the status if it is running or not. It's running, so good to go. Now here we have we have to refresh to check that whether process has come or not. Okay, so just wait for a few seconds and see process has come. So likewise you can monitor the process. Now containers, if you want to enable, then we have to install the Docker. So let me do that quickly, it will help you. So see here, these are the basic monitoring we have installed actually. But if you want to add a more integrations, there is an option which is called integration. Click on this, and here you see hell lot of options are there, hell lot of whichever you wanted. And the 600 options you'll find here. But right now I've come for Docker, right? So Docker is here, and basically if you are using the first time, then it will tell you, do you want to install Docker integration? But because this account I'm using second time for my training, so it is already installed. Now all this you have to do that. This is the configurations thing, and then get it done. So let me quickly show you the Docker front. How can you enable? First install the Docker. So Docker install Ubuntu DevOps School, and now I'm trying to install quickly Docker. Not taking much time because this is the AWS machine, right? Everything is very fast. And, and the last one.
Yeah, explanation for the commands will also be in the blog, is it?
No, not required. No, you don't need to get it explained. This is a normal OS command. No, see apt-get install. These are the one tool, two tools, three tool, four tool. So these are the, for example, if you are working on Linux on a daily basis, you do install, remove, install, remove. So these are the commands actually. This command, if you study a little bit,
Okay.
they are adding this repository in this file actually. These all are Linux command, not anything else. Okay, so Docker is installed now. What I'll do, I'll create a few containers. Okay, so Docker run -itd Ubuntu one, one container. Smaller one I'm creating just for demo because I want to monitor. Second container, third container. Now, so you have to follow these documents here. You should read it and follow. So I did this all this stuff except one, this one. So this is also done. Now you have to go in this file and modify this one. So where is that? So let me tell you very straightforward. Any integrations, I repeat, any integration apart from the default metrics, you have to enable it. So where to do that? So go to the etc Datadog, and inside this, see this is a file which is an agent configuration file, and you have to go inside the conf.d and see here all integration. These are the all supported integration tools you have. So which one you want to integrate or which one you want to enable it? So I
Docker.
have come to Docker. So where is it? D. Here it is. So go inside that, and this is not enabled actually. So you have to rename it cp to done. And finally this file opens. And this is the pattern I'm doing for Docker, but you will be reading this document and you'll be doing for rest of the tools also. So carefully I modify this one, two space, right? Yeah. So here you should know that YAML one, two. I repeated actually my mistake. Ek, do, one, two. Done, right? And save it. Now, anytime you make these changes, so likewise, the one which I did for just a pattern, okay? So any integration which you want to install it, you have to do this. For example, I want to show you a Tomcat here, Apache somewhere here, MySQL should be somewhere. Here it is.
Fourth column.
Yeah, yeah. So anything you want to monitor, you have this integration available. You have to enable it. Now, where do you get the document? Here only. No need to go anywhere. These are the, just let's say Apache. Click on it. They'll give you configuration documents. See, these are the configuration documents. So first thing you should know, let's say if you are monitoring Docker, you should know Docker. If you're monitoring Java, you should know Java. If you're monitoring Apache, you should know. So these are the prerequisite. You should know the installation and configuration part at least. So anyways, I've done the things. If any time you modify the configuration, you have to restart the agent, then only it will take it. So Datadog -agent and done. Okay, so I enable the process monitoring and plus Docker monitoring also. So can I go and check that whether my monitor container is coming or not? So I'll go to the infrastructure and here you see click on the containers. Three containers I created and this you close this and you see so far nothing has come. So just wait for a few seconds because as I said right it will take because some second. Docker ps to list out the containers. Three containers are there. And now say two has come. One more will come in few seconds. Now has come. So now if you go to the host here and this is the one machine you're monitoring. So here you get a CPU, RAM, all this information you can see in the disk, network, everything you get it here. And containers you got here, processes you have here. Are you understanding all of you?
Yes, Rajan. And no, do we just monitor this, or can we do restart our configuration using this dashboard
Which one restart?
from the infrastructure?
No, from
Can we
the website
restart
you
the
cannot
container?
do. This machine, see here, look at this image. This is in cloud. This machine have no access to this machine. But what we have, there is an agent here. This agent is collecting all information from the system based on the integration which we enabled and then send to a one-way call to cloud and then cloud gets stored all the data and then I'm seeing here, this is me right now and seeing here.
Okay, it's a read-only dashboard.
Yeah, so dashboard we have it, but they cannot modify any systems as such.
Right, right. Okay.
Okay, so this is something which we do infrastructure monitoring, and this is I talked about it. Now the question is how can we monitor the trace? So you have to understand trace means some traffic for applications. So this is your applications and this is a Datadog. So you have to run your applications in order to generate a trace. So how do we run the applications? So right now, this trace we call it APM, application performance management. Okay. So right now, just for the sake of demo, I'm showing you the Java one. but theoretically you can do, Datadog supports multiple languages. So this is my host, and then I'm going to install agent, which I did it. Then I'm going to install Java. Then I'm going to install Tomcat. Okay, then I'm going to install Tomcat, and then Tomcat will have certain applications. End user will hit the Tomcat, so that whatever the trace information I need to collect. So I need to install one APM agent here. Okay, so what will happen? End user will talk to applications. This agent will collect the trace, send to the infra agent. This is called APM agent. This is infra agent. So infra agent I show you the demo. APM agent I'll show you in a few times. And this APM agent will send, infra agent will send to that cloud, and then you can see all the trace information. And if anyone is having challenges like errors or their response time is very high and all this stuff like that, then you have to help them. So what you have to do in order to do that? So first, node machine, you got it. Second, what you need agent, you got it. Now Java, Tomcat, and app. Let me get it quickly. So Java will not be in their machine. So let me go to Java install debugschool, and it's my tutorial. I'll go for 11 JDK, open JDK. So that way it's good. So let me install the JDK. Yeah. So let me install this area also. Done. And finally, this is done. Now I need to download Tomcat. All these steps I have it in my website. Okay. Let's say if you search for Datadog, APM, Java, DevOps, School. Okay. And I have a 30 hours of recording also in DevOps School elements. You can check it out. Here it is. But yeah, because these steps will not remain same, future it will change. So these are the steps we have. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to download the Tomcat. Java is done. So download Tomcat, enter, and I'm going to use zip file. So here I'll go to OPT locations, wget, enter, and here we have to zip. So opt install unzip, and then finally I'm going to unzip Apache Tomcat. So this is Tomcat. I'll go inside the directory, then chmod r755 dot. So here you have. So now these all Tomcat, we got it. So if you look at this image, I got the Linux machine agent installed, Java you got it, Tomcat you got it. Now we need applications. So I have a few applications already in Tomcat. I'm going to use it. So how can I use it? Let me run this. Now let me get IP address of this machine and 8080. Okay. So here you see 80. Now this could be security groups. Let me open up that port. It's not open. So I'm opening everything. Worst practice, but for time being, I don't want to talk about the security but functionality. So refresh. Done. Now there's some application is already there, but this is actually denied. So I will enable it. I know that how to do that. So this one, I go to web app and examples, and then find this file name. So I modify this file because Tomcat has made the security enabled by default nowadays. I'm disabling it just to see, just to show you the website. Remove this line. Done. Now refresh. So there are few applications which you have here. So if you look at this image, I got this VM, I got the agent install, I got the Java install, I got the Tomcat install, I got applications also. This is pending APM agent. So the question is, how do we get it? So for that, I will go to Datadog and click on this APM. Here you see, and click on services. Okay, and now you see there's one service which is there, debugschool, and this is there, but I did not create it now. I created long back. So I will create one more applications. So click on the setup and config. And now setup and config. I'll go for uh, this UI has changed a little bit. Setup and config. That's okay. And where is this
Okay,
option?
create new entry,
Where?
right side, right hand side.
And no. This is not the one. I'm wondering why they keep changing every time. I feel little irritation. Every day we have something change. This is the challenge in the DevOps actually. So old UI was much better compared to this. Oh, see, I'm on service catalog. My bad. I should go to the services and and do you see add services something? This is taking the same one.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can go to APM again, APM, and then
you
service
see. Oh my
and
god. So why they change, I don't understand. So earlier it was in right top corner. Okay. So here you have a, are you running an application on host, container or serverless? So of course I'm running on the host. Where is Java, Python, Ruby, Go, Node, different languages. So Java. Now this is your APM agent actually. Okay. So done. So I'll go and copy the APM agent in my OPT locations, mkdir uh, Datadog cd Datadog, and okay. So this is the APM agent. I'll give the permission chmod 755 and permission is also given. Now see here, these are the tutorial. You should read it. You should read it. But I'm not going to use any of this. Why? Because I need full documentations for what? So Java, yes, and I got it. The APM agent, yes. And where's my? Are we running the application on Spring Boot? No.
Okay.
JBoss? No. Jetty? No. WebSphere? No. Tomcat? Yes. And now you should read this, okay? Because I have read so, and these all, it's not like a Datadog specific. It's a Java. If you know Java, you will understand easily. Okay. So now this one you are going to add in, or this one you are going to add in set env.sh. Now what extra options you may have it. So for that guidance, see here, if you have to go through all the documentations. So for that, what I do the cheating here, this place, and in this I say like, what is your service name? So Delhi. Delhi is a service name. What is environment? Prod. And enable all these things. And that will create a dummy code actually. You see, this is the dummy code. And here you have to remove this one, and only this one you have to feed in your catalina.sh. You should know Tomcat and all very well for that. So like that. Now you'll say, Rajesh, I need a step by step. So here it is. Step now 1, 2, 3, 4, all this thing. So I need to copy this one. Okay. So what is the service name here? So service name is this the agent which I copy under the Datadog file folder. Sorry, and true. This is the one. So Delhi. I'm keeping the my service name Delhi. Okay, and copy this and put it in the Apache bin, and here vi set env.sh, enter. Then copy
G
this.
is missing in the data. G is missing. First line. opt/data do.
See, good observation. Yeah, else it might have failed actually. So small things you have to check this out. Save it. Done. Now I have to shut down this Tomcat, or else it will not take effect. Shut down and start up. And now I'll check. Oh. Now you have to check whether it's there or not. So let me check if it's got set in the class path or not. So just check. So is the configuration done? Yes. So now what you did, you placed the agent in the class path. So here if you see last part, agent is also there. Now you have to create traffic. The moment you create traffic, this agent will collect all the trace, send to infra agent to Datadog, and from there you can see that. So let me create a traffic as an end user. So I'm creating F5 so many times, okay? While talking to you, creating F5. Okay, so now done, maybe 30-40 times. And now I want to check that whether we have APM or not. So the service name was Delhi, right? So just wait for it. This DevOps school is the last day's session. Last day means last week I had it for the weekend batch. So that one. So everything should be good. And let me create few more traffic. F5. And now here Delhi has come. Now you should study this whole graph which you have: request and error, latency, errors. These are the stuff. Still it has not come everything. You have to wait for reliability score, ownership, security, all this thing. So this is the important one. Reliability and performance is the important one. So see here, complete data. So just reduce the time from last what, just few minutes of data. See here, some data which I hit, you can see. Study this graph: request and error rates, latency, dependency map, and many other stuff. Where is a trace? Click on this traces. Okay, and these are the traces. See, and study that which trace has a more response time very high. Study that, and here you have in info, infrastructure, matrices, process, all this thing. You can see that and observe that what went wrong. So now, did you understand how do we get that trace at one place, all of you?
Yes.
So this is the trace. Now next thing is how can we enable the logs monitoring. So logs monitoring is also simple. Let me monitor it. So for that, what I'm going to do, I am going to go to the agent under the etc Datadog agent, and here go to the conf.d. Okay, so you can see all these services whichever you see here. Each folder directory, you go inside that, enable the conf, and certain log sections will be there. You can modify, for example, let's say Apache, and conf.yaml example. Go to the bottom section, okay, of that file. You will see the log section. This is pretty long file. These all are tutorials actually. It's not a, it has been given to you so you can customize it. See here, logs. Log section is there, and starting with the log stanzas. Okay, so now I want to enable certain logs from the system. So do you have any logs? Let me see. No. I can create a new one. That's not a problem. So I'm just checking if file handle.d is there. Let me check what exactly there in that. And conf.example, nothing is there. Simply. So let's modify this file only. So others you can create one directory also, custom integration we call it. So here mkdir and file.d. Okay, just like that. Now I want content actually. Content template basically. Go down, and this is the content. Only one should be enough. Here, come out of it, and cd, what is that? Cd
File.t.
file.t and vi conf dot yaml, and it was waml. And remove this. Okay, so now here the path is, I'm modifying the path which I want to monitor is here var log star uh, dot log. Just a regular pattern or whatever you want to give it, and save it. Now restart the system. Restart Datadog agent, Datadog hyphen agent, done. And now let's go and check the logs. Close this and go to the logs. Where is that? Here it is. Explorer. And just wait for a few minutes. Automatically it'll start sending the logs. So this is the how you can monitor the logs, and here you can search for the logs, error in the logs, whatever you get. You understanding?
Yes.
So this, I mean, let's see, there is no one technique actually. You have hundreds of technique available uh, at Datadog, and it's not a Datadog technique. It is a technique which is uh, tool specific actually. Okay, so you need to understand that. Okay, so one thing, it's not come, maybe log is not enabled, so let me check that. Datadog agent fix. I'm just checking what went wrong. So log agent is not running. So there is a log agent is not enabled by default. So how do we do that? So go to etc Datadog agent, Datadog YAML, and log config. Enter log. Yes. Yo. So I want to enable log. This is somewhere log integration. No, that's not correct. I have to this. So you have to enable this one. One, two, three, four. Okay. So this one you have to enable and then restart this one more time. So now it will start coming. So now the question is, you have to, after that collecting all the data, matrices, trace and logs, what you're going to do? Explore it. How? So you see here, do you have any explorer here somewhere? See, metrics explorer. What data you see? CPU data and memory data. Search for it. These are the metrics you have to remember that actually. Disk. Okay. So you have to see from last 1 hour. Explore it and see what is the thing which is you find abnormal. So you will explore it, and after that you will create alerts. So how do we create alerts? In Datadog we call it a monitoring. So let me show you here. Here it is. So right now manage monitor, triggered one, and stuff like that. So there is nothing. So let me create it. I'll create a monitoring based on the metric. Again, lots of options are there. System load or CPU, what exactly you want. So I'm going for CPU idle. and these are the 90%, 99% CPUs are idle. Here you can create a threshold 80%, 60%. Give me the alerts, warning, all this thing. There is a red button and a yellow button created here. And this is the title, CPU monitoring. I mean, title for uh, uh, email. Okay, so CPU monitoring and it. So now you created alerts based on the CPU. Now you can go to here and see that here this is the one created. Data is not coming. It's just wait for a few minutes. Automatically it will start working. Did you understand that, all of you?
Yes. But this logs, no, we haven't seen the logs yet.
Let me
We
check
enable the
this.
logs.
Yeah, I enabled it. Just a second. Not there. Let me Datadog hyphen agent and why is not enabled? I did this.
To
Give me a
restart,
minute.
I think.
Did I restart it?
No,
Ah,
restart. It's not.
actually, no. That's so many entries are there. I'm modifying the wrong entry. Wait a second. Ah, is there no? Sorry, this one I have to do that. Save it. That was the wrong modifications.
Okay.
And now see, started coming. So, okay, 5. Now you'll see that. Refresh. Things are okay. It should come in a few seconds.
Okay.
Var log start.log. These are the file it should come. Okay, the question is, do you have anything in that file? That's the question. File is there. You have content in that file. Yeah. So refresh. Should come. First time it is taking little. Just wait for it. Did I restart the agent?
Um,
This is okay. So it'll just take few seconds more and then it will come.
oh, oh,
Just wait for a few seconds. Strange. Okay, so we'll see that after a few minutes. Let it come. So now the question is, what else we have to do? So
alert
if you're done,
purpose.
alerting that I created. Then alert means monitoring, okay?
Yeah.
So after what you want, dashboard.
We created
So
alert, but we created alert, but we haven't seen that, the alert message.
here it
Yeah, it
came.
came. Yeah, it came now.
Yeah. So email will come to that person who has this account, but this is the alerts completed.
Okay,
Okay, so
okay.
now we'll have to create a dashboard. How do we create? So you know what? Datadog is giving you lots of free dashboard based on the integration you did. So whatever you see on my screen, this dashboard I did not create it, but Datadog has given it to all of us to use it. They created for us based on the data which you stored in the Datadog. But I can create my own dashboard also. So last session I created debugschool. Let me create today which brand. Okay, and this dashboard is empty right now. How do we fill that? So many ways actually there to fill. For example, one of the ways, let's go to the infrastructure and let's say you want all these matrices. So what to do? So open in the host dashboard. Whatever the graph you like it, you can send it to your dashboard. So this one you see, and where is that? Save to dashboard is not there, right? So what to do? Copy and here go for which brand and here paste it. Control B. So simple. Got it. Now let's say if you go for APM and let's say you want this some data of Delhi and here mm, some different reliability score is there, performance score is there. So whichever you want depends on this. So open it in the view of service page, it'll be better one. And whatever you want, let's say, do you want this particular latency report? Click on here, export to which brand dashboard. Simple, done. And here you come to the dashboard and which brand and see you got it. Here if you go for logs, you want some widgets from the logs. It's very strange, so far has not come. Now the question is, what is this messed out? Because here I see there's no problem and log agent is also enabled. So this is good. So strange.
We need to type something or refresh the Apache page to show the logs.
Oh no, this is system log I'm generating gathering. No? This is
Okay.
system. So the question is why the data is not coming if everything is good. Uh, See, if there is a problem, this will not show you. Here status is okay. So I'm thinking everything's great. It should come. I mean, as long as that status is okay, the
Do we
log
need to,
should come.
do we need to give any source in this dashboard? In this, yeah.
No, not required. Whatever I did, it was more than needed. Just thinking. They have not collected any data as such.
Or instead of restart, we need to stop and start the service.
No. I think I get it. I think I got it. There's no as such changes happen in the file. The session is not reading it. Okay. So let me uninstall some application. So the log will be created and then probably create the stuff. So because 0 lines they said that and status is okay. So that means there is some problem and the agent is not reading that log. And I install this and now status go to that locations and something is red now. Now I see there is a problem. This is a right. So I'm getting this one, but there's a permission denied for this one. That's okay. So this is the one permission denied.
Okay.
So what
Good.
should I do?
chmod.
I'm going to bad practice chmod -r and 755 very words practice actually just to fix that issue. And if I go now it's done. Now you see here there's more files and you see suddenly this is spiked and
Yeah.
latency also come and then see here. So permission was a problem. So
Right.
first problem was like update was not happening. So agent was not reading that file. The moment the timestamp got changed, then you got the permission denied issues for something. So if there is an error, what you can do, and there's no error. So let's say something I'm randomly searching for it. Let's say you want some logs with something like this, agent. Okay, these are the logs, and you want to display on the dashboard. So go to more, export to which plan done. So this way you see here you can create a dashboard. So many ways to create a dashboard and add a widgets, and this is what you have to do. So in a nutshell, here you will enable the infrastructure monitoring. Here you will do the APM trace monitoring. Here you create a log monitoring. Here you explore everything. Here you create alerts. And the last one, here you create a dashboard. So this is a Datadog tool. It's a paid one, by the way. For learning, you can create one trial account and get started. Did you understand, all of you?
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@debugschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.